गिरिवराधारे Jaya Girivaradhare Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhare Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradhare Jaya Girivaradhare Jaya Yashoda Nandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jaya Yashoda Nandana Jaya Yashoda Nandana Jaya Braj Janaranjana Yashoda Nandana Jaya Jamuna Tiravana Chare Jaya Kunja Vihare Yamuna Tiravana Jaya Yamuna Tiravana Chare Jaya Kunja Vihare Kunja Vihare Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Jai Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radha Radha Madhava Radha Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Prabhupada Prabhupada Shri Radha Madhav ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Kishore Kishori ki, Gaur Premanandi Hari. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. It's always a festival here at Kishore Kishori every Sunday. And we recently celebrated a very wonderful festival. Who knows the festival that we just celebrated? Ram Navami, yes. So it's Ram Navami is the appearance day of Lord Ramachandra. It's the day that Lord Ram appeared in this world and gave his wonderful association by coming to this world. So Srila Prabhupada said that there's 3 festivals that are most important. Who knows the first festival? Most important festival of the year? Janmashtami, yes. Second most important? Gaur Purnima. So Janmashtami is the appearance day of Krishna. Gaur Purnima is the appearance day of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the third? Ram Navami, the appearance day of Lord Ramachandra. So today we will try to glorify Lord Ramachandra and particularly see his, appreciate his quality of gratitude. And before we begin, just like to request the blessings of the senior Vaishnavas, devotees, particularly Subal Prabhu, and all of those present here, so that we can try to say something about Lord Ramachandra. Okay. Wow. Yes, thank you. Yes. So I'll start with a verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, because it's always nice to start with a verse. And the Srimad Bhagavatam has many cantos. It's a very beautiful book. It's available right here. They have a display right outside the temple. It has 12 volumes, 12 cantos. And the 9th canto describes the pastimes of Lord Ram. So we have Valmiki Ramayan, which is the entire pastime of the Ramayan. And in the Bhagavatam, it's given in a more condensed form that describes the emotions, the feelings that Ram and Sita and their devotees feel, particularly focusing on their ecstatic love for each other. So the Bhagavatam always focuses on the devotee's love for the Lord and the Lord's love for his devotee. So after the battle of Lanka, after Lord Ram kills Ravana, then he comes back to Ayodhya. And then in Ayodhya, he rules there for a very, very long time almost I think 100,000 years. It was a very long period of time. And during his rule, everyone was happy in the kingdom. And it's due to that that Ram Rajya is famous all over the world. The perfect society, the perfect civilization is called Ram Rajya, which was the kingdom, you could say, the rule of Lord Ramachandra. Because Lord Ramachandra is Krishna in the form appearing as the ideal person, right? Lord Ram is known as Maryada Purushottam, the person who's the perfection of Maryada, perfection of good character, of virtue, perfection of virtue. So he's a dharma personified, and so his Rajya was so perfect that there's no suffering at that time. As we say, the happiness index was 100%. And so today also people want that same happiness index. But the question is, how do we get it? Right? People are crying, or you could say yearning for a place where they can live, which is peaceful, which is free from war, pestilence, environmental degradation. It's free from all these things, but they don't find it. And here in this verse, Srila Prabhupada explains what is the way to again get Ram Rajya. So this is Canto 9, Chapter 10, Text 51. I'll read the verse since we don't have it on the board, and then we can repeat the translation. Tretayam vartamanayam Tretayam vartamanayam Kala krita samo bhavat Kala krita samo bhavat Rame rajani dharmagye Rame rajani dharmagye Sarvabhuta sukhavahhe Tretayam vartamanayam Kalakrita samo bhava Rame rajani dharmagye Sarvabhuta sukhavahhe. All of you are Sanskrit scholars. Without even having the verse, you can repeat it so nicely. Thank you. Yes. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Lord Ramachandra became king during Treta Yuga, but because of his good government, the age was like Satyug. Everyone was religious and completely happy. Please repeat. Lord Ramachandra became king during Treta Yuga, but because of his good government, the age was like Satyug. Everyone was religious and completely happy. Purport. Among the four yugas, Satya, Treta, Dvapara and Kali, the Kali Yuga is the worst. But if the process of Varnashram Dharma is introduced, even in this age of Kali, the situation of Satyug can be invoked. The Hare Krishna movement or Krishna consciousness movement is meant for this purpose. Kale doshe nidhe rajan asti ko mahan guna kirtanadeva krishnasya mukta sangha param vrajet. My dear king, translation, my dear king, although Kali Yuga is full of faults, there's still one good quality about this age. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. Bhagavatam 12:351. If people take to the Sankirtan movement of chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, they will certainly be freed from the contamination of Kali Yuga. And the people of this age will be happy as people were in Satyug, the golden age. Anyone, anywhere can easily take to this Hare Krishna movement. One need only chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, observe the rules and regulations, and stay free from the contamination of sinful life. Even if one is sinful and cannot give up sinful life immediately, if he chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with devotion and faith, he will certainly be freed from all sinful activities, and his life will be successful. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. This is the blessing of Lord Ramachandra, who has appeared in this age of Kali as Lord Gaura Sundara, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes. Om Jnanam Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadahmayam Tadati Swapadantikam. So, here Srila Prabhupada has described that how Ram Rajya, or the kingdom of Lord Ram, is still possible in this day and age, simply by the process that's been given in this age, which is taking the names of God. Right? Every religious tradition, every philosophy, every spiritual path in the world we see glorifies the power of the name of God. Christ said, "Hallowed be thy name." In Islam, you have Allahu Akbar. And here you have this verse, Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Eva Kevalam. That in every tradition, the focus on the name, the power, the uplifting energy of the name is given. And even in Lord Rama's pastimes, Lord Ramachandra, at a very critical moment in the Ramayana, shows the power of his name and how it's his name that removes all troubles. What is that moment in the Ramayana? Who can say? All of you have read the Ramayana? You know about Ramachandra, right? What's the point where the name of Ram? Let's someone else who doesn't know the answer try. Yes. 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 So nice. Yes. So when Lord Ramachandra had to cross the ocean from the southern tip of India all the way to the other side to Lanka, then he needed to find a way to cross the ocean, right? And every incarnation of God performs miracles. So they were thinking, well, how can we cross this ocean? Because Ravana was in Lanka, and you know the Lord Ram with his monkey army, his army of these powerful monkeys headed by Hanuman were on the other side, and he needed to cross that ocean to get Mother Sita. And the only way they discover is that they somehow need to make a bridge across that ocean, and they can make that bridge across the ocean if they write the name of Ram on those stones and they throw it in the ocean, then those stones will float. They'll float. So, showing Lord Ramachandra, showing by example that the way to cross the ocean of birth and death, they're crossing the ocean, right? The way to cross the ocean of birth and death is to say the name of Lord Ram, to recite the name of Lord Ram, to take strength in the name of Lord Ram. There's in fact a beautiful aphorism which says, Hari se bada Hari ka naam, that even greater than the Lord is the Lord's name. Right? Even greater than God is God's name. So there's sort of a folk pastime that, you know, kind of, there's many Ramayans, and some Ramayans come from the original Ramayana, that says that even Lord Ramachandra was surprised how these stones are floating. And he thinks, how is it that just by writing my name, these stones float? So Lord Ram thinks, let me test this. Let me see, is it, you know, do stones float like this? Let's see if I, Ram, put a stone in the ocean, if it floats or not. So he goes to a quiet place, you know, that place away from the crowd to test this. And Hanuman, he notices Lord Ram is doing something. So from a distance, he sees Lord Ram. What is he doing? what is he doing? So he's observing this. So Lord Ram takes a stone and he puts it in the ocean. And to his dismay, it immediately sinks. He takes another stone and he throws it into the ocean. And again, it sinks. So Lord Ram feels very embarrassed. How is this the case? And Hanuman is watching him. And Hanuman tells Lord Ram, he says, see, my Lord, whoever you forsake cannot float in this ocean of birth and death. Those stones, you're giving them up. And so that's why they're drowning. But those who take your name, they will float. They will come across this ocean of birth and death. So Treta Yuga became Satyug because of Lord Ram's presence. Similarly, Kali Yuga is predicted to become Satyug. This age will also become the golden age for the next 10,000 years. How? By the spread of the Sankirtan movement, meaning the glorification, the chanting of Krishna's holy names. So by this chanting, everyone can be very happy, everyone can be very grateful, everyone can be very satisfied. And when people are satisfied, then naturally the citizens, it's described, there's another verse in this Bhagavatam, this section. It said that they were very grateful to their king because the king, Lord Ramachandra, was providing everything. So this Lord Ram, whose name we are saying, who's none other than Krishna, God, another name of God, another form of God, he's described by Valmiki Muni to have 16 qualities. Right? And I'll quickly list these 16 qualities. Lord Ram, we said, is the ideal person, right? Maryada Purushottam. So since he's the ideal person, there's said that there's 16 virtues in a good person. And Lord Ramachandra has these in full. Valmiki Muni asked Narad Muni. Valmiki Muni is the sage who wrote down the Ramayana. He asked Narad Muni, he said, who in this world has these 16 qualities in full? And in response, Narad Muni says that Lord Ram has these in full. And then he enumerates them. And it's actually after that that Valmiki Muni decided that I want to write down the narration of Lord Ram. If he's the one who has all these qualities in full, then we should read about him. So the first quality that Lord Ram has in full is that he's gunavan, is that he's principled and endowed with excellent qualities. So he has all the qualities that we find, the different arts, the skills that we find in this world, he possesses them in full. Second quality is viryavan. He's endowed with prowess and potential. He has unlimited power and prowess, as he showed. Third quality is dharmagya. He is conscientious and well versed in dharma. He knew dharma fully. And the fourth quality is kritagya. Kritagya means one who is grateful. One who is grateful. And the fifth quality is satya vakyu. Someone who always walks on the path of satya and who always speaks the truth. Number 6 is dridha vrata, that he's always fulfills his vow. He never gives up his vow. He's firm in his determination. Dridha vrata. He is charitrena chako yukta. He has great personal conduct. Sarva bhuteshu kohita. He is munificent and the well-wisher of all. He is vidvan, the knower of everything. Samartha, he is competent in doing things. He can get everything done. And the 11th one is, he is ekapriya darshana. He is eternally pleasing, always pleasing to see. Atmavan, who has conquered his own mind. Jita krodha, conqueror of anger. Right? He had conquered his anger. Dyutiman, special splendor emanating from his body. He had a great effulgence coming from his body. The very brilliant person. anasuyaka, never jealous. And the last one, 16th one, kasya bhibyata deva, cha jata roshasya samyuge. Even the demigods and the demons, everyone fears him if he is at battle. So he was the greatest fighter at battle. So these are the 16 qualities of Lord Ramachandra. And in fact, one of the most celebrated qualities is Kritagya. That Lord Ramachandra was perfectly grateful. And what is grateful? Also, the scriptures give the definition of gratitude. Gratitude means two things, very interesting, two things. First is, a grateful person forgets any harm meted out to him or her by someone. So forget any harm meted to us by people around us. And the second quality is to remember all the good things that were done to us by others until our last breath. So the first quality, forget any harm meted out by people to us. So we can only be grateful if we forget or are willing to forget the wrongdoings that others have done to us to some degree, right? It doesn't mean we justify them, but we're willing to overlook them or forget them. Just like children, right? In relation to their parents. They can be grateful to their parents only if they're willing to forget the wrongdoings of their parents. Because every parent will make some mistake, right? Every parent will make some mistake, no matter what. So people are unable to be grateful, or today's people, they because even a small mistake you make, they'll never forget. But a grateful person forgets the mistakes or the harm that someone else gives to them, but they remember all the good things that another has done to them. So Lord Ramachandra was a perfect example of this. What's an example in the Ramayana that perfectly illustrates this quality of Lord Ram, his quality of gratitude? Give one example from his pastimes. There's a few that come to my mind, and I'd like to cover them. But what is one pastime in the Ramayana? Those of you who have read the Ramayana, that describes Lord Ramachandra's gratitude. Okay, just one. Yes. He forget mantra and Kaikai, right? Particularly Kaikai. He forgives his stepmother Kaikai. He not just forgives, but he's very grateful to her. When Lord Ramachandra, when he leaves to the forest, right? When he's going to the forest, his stepmother Kaikai had performed an entire intrigue as a way to send Ram off to the forest, to unjustly take the kingdom away from him. She had asked for two boons that Dashrath had given to her. We all know that story. Many of us know that story. And in this way, puts her own son Bharat as king and snatches the kingdom away from Lord Ram. Even though Bharat, Dashrath, none of the citizens or Bharat himself wanted that, but she does this. And so everyone in the kingdom hates her. Lakshmana is ready to, beat her up. When Bharat comes, he forsakes her as his mother, right? When Dashrath says, "You're no longer my wife," everyone in the kingdom hates her for this. And Lord Ram is actually the object of her hatred, right? Lord Ram is the most affected. He's just been married to Sita. I mean, this is like right after marriage, you could say they're getting ready for the honeymoon. And this is the news he gets, that he has to be banished to the forest for 14 years in a dangerous forest with nothing other than his clothes. And he has to leave the kingdom, give up the kingdom which his father is about to coronate him the next day. And the next day he's about to coronate him. Not only is he no longer king, but he's banished to the forest for 14 years. And even Lakshman is going to Lord Ram, is saying, "Why didn't you take up your bow and arrow and you attack Kaikai? Shoot arrows at her. Attack the king. He is a henpecked husband. Why is he fulfilling his vow? He should not fulfill his vow." But Lord Ramachandra, he accepts, he fulfills the vows um, of his father Dashrath. And before he leaves, or as he is leaving for the forest, he touches the feet of Kaikeyi, right, and offers obeisances to her. And at that time in the Ramayana, it's described that Lord Ramachandra gives some very amazing prophetic words to Lakshman, who's burning with anger. Lakshman has that nature, right? He's fiery in nature, very deep, very sober, but his nature is to be a little strong. And he says to him, he says, "Don't resent Kaikeyi's words, because sometimes in a curse there's the greatest benediction. You're thinking that, oh, what she is doing is harming me, or what she's doing is not right. But we don't know. We might actually be grateful for her intrigue. Because due to this, great fortune may come to us. By being banished to the forest, we may actually realize that this is something very good." And this is, he's showing the vision of a devotee, that a devotee of the Lord, in every situation, always sees the hand of the Lord. It never feels that, oh, this is, because in every situation, the devotee knows that Krishna is there. If Krishna is actually there, then Krishna is in control. So, in fact, Prabhupada describes that Kaikeyi did indeed give a great benediction in spite of of doing this intrigue. And what was that? Why did she actually bring good fortune to Lord Ramachandra? How is it that in a curse there can actually be a blessing in this case? He got the association of all the sages, right? He got time to spend in the forest. The first 14 years, he was with the sages in the forest. Yes. Yes, very good. What's your name? Yashangi. Very perfect answer. That actually, because of that, he was able to go to the forest and then lose Mother Sita, and as a result, kill the demon Ravana. And because of that, all over the world and for millions of years, Lord Ram's fame became immortal. Of course, he's the supreme personality of Godhead. We know that. Anyway, he'll be the most famous. But because he kills Ravana, therefore he becomes so famous. If he was the king of Ayodhya and he had a nice kingdom, no one would have known the degree of his strength. No one would have known the greatness of his glory. Right? No one would have known the greatness of Mother Sita's glory. How great she was, how chaste she was to Lord Ram, how powerful she was. No one would have known the glory of Hanuman and Sugriva and the great devotees of the Lord. It's only due to her curse, it's only due to her intrigue and her maliciousness that Lord Ramachandra became famous throughout the three worlds. Right? So therefore, a devotee is actually grateful for every situation, because he knows that every situation, if received properly, can be a service to the Lord. Being a king can be a service to the Lord. Being a hermit can be a service to the Lord. Every situation is an opportunity for service, and he's so grateful for service. So this is the first reason why he was grateful to Kaikeyi. He was grateful to Kaikeyi because she actually was giving a benediction, giving a service, giving a challenge that as an example, what he was setting an example for us, that gave him the opportunity to do wonderful things. In our case, it's an opportunity to come closer to God, right? Tribulations are an opportunity for that. What's the second reason he was grateful to Kaikeyi? What's the second reason? The more obvious one, yes. Hmm. That's a very creative answer. I never actually thought of that one. Yes. He gets more time with Mother Sita and Sita Devi, who's his wife, and Lakshman, and they had actually a very nice time in the forest. Of course, they have great challenges in the final year, but yes, very nice. He's grateful to her because in his childhood, Kaikeyi was very affectionate towards him. He said, how can I forget that she's my mother? She raised me, she loved me. Now in the last 15 minutes, literally, she's become inimical to me due to bad association. Right? But why should I forget all the good that she did to me? Very great lesson for all of us also. She's now so horrific, right? So bad. But what about all the good that she did? Don't I need to remember that? And see, as human beings, we forget this. But this is actually the quality of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is actually the quality of Krishna that makes Krishna the most wonderful, most perfect master, the person who we want to love and serve. Because the people in this world are very ungrateful, right? If you work for a company, a job, you're like working 16 hours a day, which many people do, especially in IT, right? They go 6 a.m. in the morning, come back midnight, they're coding this, that. And then as soon as you do something wrong, your performance comes down and the company has some losses. Overnight, they cut those employees. Right? I have a few friends like this. Overnight, they lost their jobs. It was like, they talk about company loyalty. The employee should be loyal to the company. And as soon as the company is getting a loss, you're cut. In the same way, you serve a family member, you take care of them. As soon as you can't do that anymore, or you do something wrong, they forget, right? But who is Krishna? Uddhava in the Bhagavatam says, Aho bakiyam stalakalakutam jighangsaya payaya apyasadvi lebhe gatim dhatra uchitam tatonyam kam vadayalum sharanam vrajema. Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam. He says, Aho, where can you find such a grateful master as Lord Krishna? And in this case, Lord Ram. And in the case of Krishna, he says, where can you find such a grateful master as Krishna, who made this demoness Putana? You know the demoness Putana, right? She put poison on her breast and she came to kill Krishna by having him suck her breast. This is like, intrigue extempore. It's like the ultimate way of poisoning someone, right? A child, you put poison on your breast. And she came into the village of Vrindavan and as a nurse to nurse Krishna, and she put poison there and had Krishna suck her breast. But he says that to such a lady, Krishna gave her the position of his own mother. Why? Because of this quality of gratefulness. These two qualities of gratefulness. What's the first quality of gratefulness? What was the first quality? Who remembers? Forgetting the bad things that a person does to you. So the bad part was that she put poison on her breast. And what's the second part of gratefulness? Yes. Remembering the good that one, never forgetting, until the last breath, never forgetting the good that one has done to you. So he forgot the fact that she put poison on the breast, but he saw the fact that she was offering her breast milk. Her milk to Krishna. So he says, she's like my mother. I have to accept the fact that she was coming and giving me milk. So, what to speak of Kaikeyi? Even Putana, who was a demoness, Krishna accepted the good and rejected the bad. And the same way Lord Ramachandra, this is his vision. This is why he's so kind. This is why he's so merciful, that he accepts the good and he forgets the bad. He forgets the bad. Whatever bad we do, he's so kind, he doesn't look at it. So Kaikeyi, she was, acting in such a jealous, envious way. But he could understand, well, she's a mother, right? And she wanted her son to be king. Which mother doesn't want her son to be king? But in her childhood, she raised me. But she took care of me. But she gave me her affection. So let me remember that. Let me be grateful. And so he does that. Then in the forest, he has so many difficulties, right? One difficulty after another difficulty after another. He loses his wife Sita. Sita has to, be with a demon for a full year. And it's all because of Kaikeyi. Furthermore, he loses his father because of Kaikeyi. Right? Even his father dies. Dashrath dies because of Kaikeyi. I mean, who wouldn't be angry, right? But when he comes back after the 14 years, when he meets his three mothers, his actual, his mother, Kaushalya, Sumitra, and Kaikai. Then Ramayana again describes he first offers obeisances. He first touches the feet of Kaikai, then Sumitra, and then finally his own mother. So when he comes back, also he offers respect to her. Again, showing the example of how grateful a person should be. It's said that a person in knowledge is grateful to anyone who even does a small favor to them. Right? That is the quality about Lord Ramachandra. He's showing by example, and Krishna showed this also by example. We mentioned how, right, the second quality of gratefulness is that you don't forget the good a person has done until the last breath. And we should apply this in our day-to-day life. This applies to our husband, our wife, our parents, anyone who's served us. We should be grateful to them. Anyone who's taken care of us, we should be grateful to them. Our friends, our teachers. Um, and gratefulness is not a superficial thing. It's even in spite of the mistakes, we are still grateful, right? So it said that until the last breath, we don't forget their kindness. So it's also described that a person who is an elevated soul, at the end of his life, they're always very satisfied because they led a good life, but they're also regretful because they always feel that I could have done better. This is a quality of a humble soul. So it's described that Lord Krishna, when he was leaving this planet, he was very satisfied because he has done all of his wonderful pastimes. But he was also regretful because he was feeling that, I gave so much difficulty to Vasudeva and Devaki. Because of me, they had to be in the prison for so many years. So as he was leaving this world, he was regretting that I could have done my pastimes even better so that they didn't have to stay in the prison house of Kansa for so many years. So a great lesson for a modern world, where the character of this world, the world that we live in, the modern world, is ingratitude, right? Ingratitude. I'm a college professor, as Prabhu mentioned, and you see that in the students today. They say, I hate my parents because they didn't, they sold my car or something like this, right? And it's like, and they truly do. They just hate them because they did something to them in the last 1 year, and all the 20 years before that just disappeared, right? Same thing as I mentioned at job and in companies and neighbors and friends. So we live in the world of ingratitude. Right? And Lord Ramachandra is showing us the world of gratitude. Even 50 years ago, right, people had this quality, very deep quality. Very quickly, we're kind of out of time, but what's another story in which Lord Ram shows gratitude? And I'm looking for the main ones. What's one very main one? Yes. Jatayu, yes, Jatayu, that's the one, Jatayu. So Jatayu is this bird, and um, this bird sees that Ravana is carrying away Sita. He's like the first witness, right? He sees when the incident is happening. So he jumps to the rescue of Mother Sita. And by this time, he's an old bird. He's a very powerful one, but he's an old one. And he knows that he cannot, he's quite sure that it's a very dangerous thing to fight with Ravana because Ravana is so powerful and he won't succeed. And so Jatayu, he's actually the son of Aruna, the son of the charioteer of the sun god. So he starts to fight with Ravana, and Ravana cuts off his wings eventually, and he falls to the ground. And then Lord Ram, as he's walking, searching for Mother Sita, he meets Jatayu. And he can understand what happened, and Jatayu tells him what happens. And Lord Ramachandra, he's in such anguish. He's looking for Mother Sita. This is just a bird, right, that has fallen. But Lord Ramachandra is described after Jatayu gives up his body. He tells Lakshman that you bring wood, and we will do his cremation. And Lord Ramachandra personally, with his own hands, lifts the dead body of that bird, which, in terms of purity, to lift the dead body of an animal is considered very impure at that time, right? But he takes that bird's body, Jatayu's body, and he puts it, and he does the final rites himself. It shows Lord Ramachandra's gratitude, and also another very powerful lesson in this that it shows is that in service to the Lord, Jatayu is a devotee, right? Success and failure are both success. We see Hanuman's example, and Prabhu actually gave such a nice lecture in the Naperville temple on Lord Hanuman. So many pastimes of Hanuman are there. And Hanuman is kind of, he's always successful in serving Lord Ram. And so, we identify a devotee like Hanuman, and he's always successful, and that's very nice. And he's the greatest of devotees. This is, one of his qualities. Jatayu is also Lord Ram's pure devotee, and he is unsuccessful, right? He dies in fighting for Sita, and he's unable to protect Sita. Yet, he gets the same destination. So the Ramayana actually tells us what is success. Success is the service of the Lord. Success is not material success. Success is not the external success. What is success is our effort, our unflinching effort in trying to serve the Lord. That is our success. Externally, Krishna may make the devotees successful or failure, but either way, that's all up to Krishna. So there's so many other examples in the Ramayana. We can go through many examples of Lord Rama's gratitude. But I'll stop here. And we have about 5 minutes, I think. We can have some discussion on the Ramayana. Any other further thoughts, or someone you want to share other incidents or reflections on gratitude? So there's a comment there, 1 second. Oh, yes. Sugriva's pastime. Oh, the squirrel's pastime. Squirrel. Yes. Squirrel, yes. So this is a wonderful pastime that Mataji is describing. That when they were building the bridge, which I was describing, all the great monkeys were coming, and like Hanuman, he was coming and putting these big mountain peaks. They weren't just putting stones, and they were taking entire mountain peaks and putting them into the ocean, writing the name of Ram, and they're floating. And so there's many variations of that pastime. So one variation is that this squirrel felt that these rocks are so sharp, and when Lord Ram walks on them, it may cut his soft lotus feet. So the squirrel, he rolls in the sand, and then he comes to the bridge, and and then he shakes them off. Goes back, rolls in the sand, comes and shakes them off, because he wants to put sand on top of the rocks, so that when the Lord walks, it'll be very soft. Right? So Hanuman, he sees this, and he doesn't want to squish the squirrel. He's a very non-violent person, Hanuman. So he tells the squirrel, "Hey, get out of the way. You're kind of ruining the progress of the work here. And, you're not much help." And he starts to laugh at the squirrel. He says, "What do you think you're doing here?" But Lord Ram sees this, and he chastises Hanuman. He says, "Your service and his service are just as important to me. Your capacities are different. You can move mountains, he can move grains of sand, but the intention is the same, right? The devotion is the same, and therefore his service is just as valuable as your service." I mean, yes. Do you think that I actually need your help in making a bridge? The Lord doesn't need our help. He's allowing us to serve him. So therefore, the degree of the size of the stone is irrelevant. Yes, yes. Oh, okay, and then okay.
The point of not being able to be grateful or have gratitude if one is carrying resentment or unhappiness with poor dealings with other persons, it has a lot to do with the fact that one's heart has some poison, and that's why the inability to have gratitude. Is that correct?
So what was the first part of what you said? I got the second part of it.
The first part was that the emphasis on putting aside the
good.
the negative dealings with others permits one to have gratitude
Yes.
and remembrance of good dealings.
Yes.
So then that implies that the carrying of negativity, resentment, ill feelings in dealings with others that were of a negative nature, it's acting as a kind of poison or blockage to allow one to actually even have gratitude in its fullest sense. So I'm just trying to pull it a
Yes.
little bit further, the implication of what you've been saying.
Yes, yes, no, thank you. That's a very wonderful comment, very nice realization. Our inability to, and that's, I think, what you said the first time around, just kind of commenting on that side, our inability or the ability to forget the good and only see the negative, or the inability to remember the good, is due to a anartha in the heart, right? A misgiving in the heart that's not allowing us, to move forward in that direction, not allowing us to see that. And you reminded me, actually, this was the third example I wanted to give, and this is actually the main example in the Ramayana, when Sugriva. So this is the example of ingratitude, right? Lord Ram gives the example of gratefulness. Sugriv is helped by Lord Ram, because Lord Ram kills Vali and establishes him as king. And when he forgets that, then so once he does that, then Sugriv forgets a little bit. He becomes too mesmerized by all the kingly pleasures, and he forgets his promise to Ram to help him after the rainy season has passed. So after the rainy season, he's supposed to send all of his army to different directions to find Mother Sita. And so Lord Ram is waiting for him to come, but he's not coming, because Sugriv is now, with his wife and king and all these jewels, and he forgets his promise. So then Lakshman comes with great anger to Sugriv. And Lakshman is like the first spiritual master. So he's coming him to chastise him, right? And the Ramayana describes that when Lakshman is walking, fire is coming out of his eyes. He's like very, very angry at Sugriv, especially. So he comes to his doorstep and he sees all these dancing girls and all that. That makes him even more angry. This Sugriv, here he is enjoying and forgetting about Lord Ram's sorrow. So then Sugriv goes further in and he meets, Lord Lakshman goes further in and he meets Sugriv. And he tells Sugriv, actually, that how is it that you are forgetting your promise? How is it that you're so ungrateful to Lord Ram? And then the Ramayana says that ingratitude is the worst sin. So ingratitude, he says, is due to a problem in the heart, like you're saying. There's a misgiving in the heart due to which we are unable to be grateful. Because it's natural for the soul to be grateful, but when we forget, when we're too much absorbed in our own self, right, in our own enjoyment, we have a tendency to be ungrateful. When we are, when there's too much wealth, power, luxury, all these things, those people who actually have everything, right, who are super wealthy and have the good fortune of having everything, they are generally the most ungrateful people, right? The person who's like, having a difficult time, is not so wealthy, they'll be very grateful for whatever you give them. But people who have everything, they are ungrateful because of the misgiving within the heart, the material desire within the heart. And the flip side is that gratitude, those who are grateful, becomes the bridge to Krishna. So ingratitude takes us away from Krishna. It's the sign of a misgiving, and gratitude is that. So I just want to end with this verse. It's a very wonderful verse. I always like to mention this verse. This is in the Uttara Ramayana, and this shows the Lord's love and gratitude towards his devotee. And we can all recite this. It's a very special prayer to Lord Ram. Please repeat after me. Sakradevi prapanno yastavasmiti cha yachate Abhayam sarvada tasmai dadamye tadvratam mama. So this is Lord Ram saying this to Hanuman, who was standing there next to him, and Lord Ram is accepting Vibhishan, who was a brother of Ravan. He says, "It is my vow that if one only once seriously surrenders unto me, saying, 'My dear Lord, from this day I am yours,' and prays to me for courage, I shall immediately award courage to that person, and he will always remain safe from that time on." So please repeat, "It is my vow that if one only once sincerely surrenders unto me, saying, 'My dear Lord, from this day I am yours,' and prays to me for courage, I shall immediately award courage to that person, and he will always remain safe from that time on." Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Big round of applause, friends. Thank you so much. Wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. So now we'll start another class. No, sorry. So now this is for a presentation that our management wants to do. A little presentation here. So please stay back for 5 more minutes, and then we will have prasadam. By the way, I wanted to let you know. By the way, I want to let you know, just behind the screen, the 10 qualities, 16 qualities he mentioned, out of that 10 qualities are written there. So you can have a look at that later.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Gopal Hari Prabhu, for the wonderful presentation. This last verse that he just recited, it's got a very special benediction, because while we live in this material world, we're always seeking for protection and always looking for care and concern. So Lord Ramachandra, and this is no exaggeration, if you just close your eyes and within your core of your heart, if you just say, "My dear Lord Ram, I am yours." Can we do that? Not yet. Let's close our eyes, and then from the core of our heart, let us remember Lord Ramachandra and say this prayer. "My dear Lord Ram, today I dedicate my life to your service, and I belong to you." So now you can open your eyes and rest assured that the Lord is going to protect you at every step of your life. So again, thank you for waiting. I won't take much time. As we mentioned in the last Sunday lecture, in this mood of expressing gratitude for everything that we receive, everything that Srila Prabhupada has to offer us, everything that this temple has to offer us, this is an opportunity that we all have to reciprocate back. And as I said last week, this is not something that we are doing because there is something that we're going to gain. This is a action of reciprocation. So we have this opportunity to become a monthly donor for the various services that the temple offers. This is a small way we can express our gratitude for everything that the temple is offering. And this is not just me being in management speaking, this is for everybody. So I think I won't go to the details, but we have these 4 different categories that you all can come forward and pledge. And we will circulate, if we can start distributing this is a small form that willingly, please, if you can fill up and give it back to us. There is no pressure. If you don't fill up this form, you're not going to get prasad today. That's not the case. Srila Prabhupada said nobody should go hungry in 1 mile radius of our temple. So prasad distribution is one of our main, prasad distribution is one of our main, one of the main programs that we do here in ISKCON. So Radharaman Prabhu will be standing there. Please make sure that you, before you go up, take the flyer, and if you want, you can fill it up and think about it, because Gopal Hari Prabhu mentioned in the class today about gratitude, and this is the best way we can express our gratitude. We can keep saying in our heart, I'm grateful, but the Lord is looking at us, okay, how are you going to reciprocate? So this is one opportunity for us to offer service. I request all of you to please take the form, fill up the form, and submit it back to us. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki.
So thank you. So we'll have kids kirtan now, and we'll have prasadam upstairs on the 3rd floor. Please do come back. We have Gopal Hari Prabhu. The way he spoke, he sings even beautiful. So please do come. He'll come. We'll have a kirtan with him.
I don't know you. I. Yeah, don't do that. Can you get the harmonium? Yes. No. Wait. Yeah. Namo has Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shanyavari Paschata Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Hari Bol, oh Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Mataji, how should I start again? How should I start? Hare Krishna. I'll do this. Okay. I want this one. उसका हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा हरे रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा हरे रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे First tune? Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori. Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita. Jai Bhavanatha, Jai Gaganatha, Baladeva, Jai Subhadra. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nita Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol.
You're not good at playing this one. Wow, that was straightforward.
I'm not. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Namao Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namao Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatyadishatarine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatyadeshat Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, everyone loudly, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Kishore Kishore, Jaya Kishore Kishore, Kishore Kishore, Jaya Kishore Kishore. Jaya Kishore Kishore, Kishore Kishore, Kishore Kishore, Jaya Kishore Kishore. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare everyone loudly Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Bol Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Nitai go! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hariba 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 Gaura Hariba Hariba Nitai Gaura Hariba 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 Gaur Hariba Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hariba Gaur Hariba